Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Andy, known on YouTube as the Uncommentator. This is the first ever SEGA Megadrive / Genesis game that we're going to be playing through today. And if the name of this video wasn't enough of a clue as to what game we're going to be playing through, then maybe this screen is, with the rolling text telling us that this city was once a happy, peaceful place until one day a powerful, secret criminal organisation took over. What a thrilling epilogue that is, and it's a thrilling epilogue to a thrilling game because we're going to be playing through Streets of Rage, the original Streets of Rage that came out in 1991. So without any further ado, let's go straight on with it and select the select one player, of course, Forever Alone. And last order of business before we can start kicking some butt is we need to select the player that we're going to be using to go through the levels. So you can see that we've got three choices. We've got Adam, Axel and Blaze. Now for reasons which I'll keep to myself, I want to select Blaze. However, I'm going to select Adam. Because you can see there, each hero has three stats: power, jump and speed. Two of them are A, one of them are B. So the B one is the weakest one, and Adam's weakest one is his speed. Now out of the three stats, I think speed is the least important. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going to select Adam. So let's actually do that. I promise as well I'll keep the obvious stating down to a minimum throughout this playthrough. But one last thing I will say is, if you've not seen this game before, first of all, how are you here? But thank you, thanks for joining me. Second thing I'll say is it's basically a very simple but very fun side-scrolling beat-em-up. So we just need to, basically the enemies come along, the enemies get lined up and we knock them down. Final bit of obvious stating. If you look in the top left corner there, you can see the health bar. So the red bar is how much health we've got, so the more red the better. Also in the middle of the screen there, there's a counter. So we need to basically advance through each stage within a certain amount of time. Otherwise the, I don't know what happens actually if you're out of time. I've never done it before. And last but not least, we've got a special attack there, the S in the kind of explosion. But we'll talk about that as and when we need to use them. So that's the game. Let's actually just play through it rather than, again, stating the obvious. I'm sure anyone that's watching this video will be aware of all that stuff, but just in case anybody isn't, I like to keep everyone up to speed with what we're doing. Right, that's a nice little food power-up that we'll pick up. Yeah, there's a few reasons why I was Adam, not just the fact that I like his stats rather than Blazers. The main reason is because I haven't done a practice run of this game, so I'm going in a little bit cold. I think the last time I played this game, I didn't have any bills to pay, and my mum still had hopes of becoming a grandparent. So that's how long ago it is that I played through this game. So because of that, I think I'm working from memory, and I think from memory, when I did play this game as a wee boy, I found it easiest to complete with Adam. So that's kind of the main reason why I'm being Adam. The other one is as well, I'm hoping this is going to be the first in a trilogy. The first episode of a trilogy. So I'm hoping to play through the Streets of Rage 2 and 3, the other two Streets of Rages. I'm eventually going to play through those on this channel, I think. So, and on those games, I don't want to talk too much about them until we actually get to them, but I'm pretty sure that Adam isn't a playable character on either of them, so he's definitely not on number 3. I'm not 100% sure about 2, I don't think he is. I think he's been replaced by Skate, but yeah, so for that's another reason why we will have other opportunities to potentially be Blaze. But this is the only chance we've got to be Adam, so that's another reason why I've picked him. Well, that was annoying. Getting ganged up on by a couple of Seamuses. It's a shame, but we did. We can deal with them pretty quickly. At least I thought we could. Taking a little bit longer than I thought. I'm not quite sure how... obviously, this is the first stage. There's 8 stages. This is the first of them, obviously, as I said. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get through this game. I guess it's how long does it take to beat them all up. But I reckon it should be... Hopefully, we're done within the hour. Can't imagine it taking too much longer than that. Although I don't feel like I'm going through these particularly quickly. Just slightly irritating. Get rid of you. Now I've never been in a real fight, believe it or not, which I know it's hard to believe, but I'd like to think that if I did, that rather than just punch and kick people, I'd do what Adam does and flip over them like this and do German suplexes. I'd like to think I'd do that, especially on concrete. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that tickles. Being dumped on your head on a cobbled path. Right, that brown thing there. What is that? Is it ham? Is it supposed to be some kind of giant ham? I don't know. Anyway, but that is a that fills your life up full. So irrespective of how much damage you've taken, you get full health again. And you only normally get that when you're at the boss battle. So the music changes, so it tells us we're at the boss battle. So the first boss battle is this guy with the giant sword. And we can hopefully deal with him pretty quickly. With his big boot. He's just delivered to us. So I'll pick that up just in case. And of course get hit as soon as we do. Yep, giant sword and his Where's Wally jumper. But we shouldn't take too long to take him out. A couple more shots and he should be dead. There we go. Could have used our special there, but we didn't need to. Just our bare knuckles were enough. So round one out the way, nice and easy. As we move on now to round 2, you can, obviously at the start of the game there was an option to pick 1 player or 2 player. If you pick 2 player, I think, and again it's a while, so don't quote me on it. If you pick 2 player, I think when you get to the boss battle at the end, there's 2 of them. I'm pretty accurate that's right. So you get 2 sword throwing Where's Wallies. But as I said, that's only on 2 player mode. Grabbed you, throw you into a barrel. I do like grabbing and throwing where possible. I'm not sure if it does more. I don't know if it does more damage to just stand and punch, or throw people, or do the old German suplex. I'm not entirely sure, but throwing's useful because obviously, as you can see there, you can throw them into. How are you still alive? You can throw them into the other enemies, so that can come in handy. Right, I'm gonna leave that knife. I think I'm not a big fan of weapons. I prefer to just use my fists. Although I don't mind the knives because you can throw them, which can be quite useful, especially for Adam with being slow. If you're struggling to get near an enemy to grab them or punch them, you can chuck a knife at them, which is always a pleasant thing to do. Okay. Deal with the Seamuses. Get the food. Come on. There we go. I need to stop getting beaten to the punch. That needs to stop happening. It's not that important at this stage, but eventually it will become a bit of a problem. Get an extra life for those 3 little mini characters that we just picked up there. How are you still alive? There we go. Bit of a tough cookie. I do like jump kick attacks. There we go. Also, I was going to say as well, when those guys with the coloured Mohican, as well as they'd also have unorthodox fighting tactics, as well as baseball sliding, which we haven't seen yet. They grab you and throw you. Now, if you press up and C at the right time, you actually land on your feet, as I've done 3 times, I think, so far. So that stops you taking damage. I actually thought that feature came in. I didn't realise that feature was on this game. I thought that feature only came in on Streets of Rage 2 and 3. Like I've said, I don't want to talk too much about those, but I am hoping to play through them. But one thing I will say is, didn't want to pick that up. One thing I will say is, it's hard to remember. It's hard to remember what features came in and when. So I thought the landing on your feet was only on came in at number 2 or 3. For example, on number 3, I know this for a fact, because I have played through 3 and 2 quite a lot more recently. So I'm a bit more familiar with those 2. But on number 3, you can roll. Well, say I don't want to pick this pipe up. It's doing quite well. The characters can... Don't pick it up again. The characters can roll and run, whereas you can't do that on this one. I'm not sure I've lost that pipe. So yeah, sometimes it's difficult to remember because I've played through the later versions a lot sooner. Sometimes it's difficult to remember what features came in and when. But I'll try and remember. I know we can't roll or run on this one though, like we can on number 3. Also on those games, I know I said I'd stop talking about them, and I will. Also on those games, the enemies have energy bars. So on this game, only the boss battles have the life bars, whereas on the later versions, I think it's on 2 and 3. Every single enemy has an energy bar, so that is quite a useful little feature. Because obviously, if you've got 6 or 7 enemies on the screen, if you can see one that's maybe a little bit close to getting knocked out, you can kind of focus on him or her. If it's the Penelope Whipstop, as she reappears right on cue. Right, German suplex you. Get rid of you. I don't know, that hit me when I wasn't level with her, but hey ho. We'll grab a hold of it. Didn't mean to pick that up. One thing I do find irritating, I mean, if this is your first video of mine you've ever watched, you'll know that I am easily irritated, but welcome to the family anyway. One thing I have noticed though with this game, when you're trying to avoid picking something up, the enemies kind of hover near them. Okay, now here comes Wolverine. Right, we'll use the call the cops. We'll use the special for the first time. So you press A, the police come and help you out. If you read the bios of all 3 of the heroes on this game, they are actually all they're all ex-police people. It says they are anyway. Yep, that was annoying. That was the minion there causing me problems. The minions can actually cause more damage than the boss does because you're kind of preoccupied. Oh, there we go. But 3. Oh, I thought it was going to hit them. 3 German suplexes were going to be enough. Okay, don't know what happened there. Went to throw him and it didn't throw him for some reason. There we go. Didn't think I was going to get through that with 5 lives intact, but we managed to in the end. Now, you didn't see that there, but that Wolverine guy that we just beat up, if you jump up in the air near him, he turns into kind of... He goes really quick and kind of goes all Matrix. So you need to try and avoid jump kicking him. I didn't... Trust me, I did jump at one point. I thought he was going to do it, but he didn't. But yeah, that's just something to be aware of there. Anyway, on to round 3. As you can see now, we've got the Sheamuses in a slightly different colour. They're now wearing green rather than blue. So as the colours change, it means they're slightly tougher to knock out. They can take more damage. I think they also their punches are slightly stronger, so kind of a double whammy really. Double whammy of difficulty spikes. Right. More karate guys. Is this the same guy with the knife? Because if he is, that's just demonstrating my point quite well. Still a few blue ones though, knocking about. As you expect, the levels do get tougher and longer as you move through the game, which you would expect, of course. You'll also expect me to continue with the old German suplex tactic. It seems to be working. Penelope Whipstop's back, is she? Not a fan of them. I think they're, out of all the enemies, they're probably... I don't know if it's them or the silly walking, juggling things. The problem with these is because... I know I said speed's not that important, which I don't think it is, but because we are slow, it's hard to get close enough to start hitting them. And obviously, because they've got a whip, they can hit you from a distance. So it can be a little bit tricky. Right, I managed to catch you there. Throw you overhead. Ah, money, 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 money. Money. Always useful to get the money up. So the more you can see that the points at the again, the more points you get, the better. Didn't mean to pick that up, so that's annoying. Stop picking it up. Yep, that's cost me a lot of life there. Thanks for that. Thanks for that pipe. That goes back to what I was saying earlier about the enemies hovering over things. That actually really did kind of screw me over a little bit. But hey ho, we move on. Yeah, the points there. I think every 50,000, the first 50,000 you get an extra life, and I think it's then another 100,000 you get a life. So that would then take you to 150 if that makes any sense. And then another 150. I think it's 50,000 more each time to get the extra life. But I may be wrong. Right, pick this food up. I'm trying to go as low as I can though before... Yeah, I'm going to go off the screen, aren't I? Yep, that was annoying. Need to be careful now. Don't know what the hell's going on outside. Sounds like a cat's being strangled. Not that that's funny. What isn't funny is getting beaten up, especially if I didn't manage to pick that food up, which was irritating. But it's partially my own fault. I was trying to save it. I was trying to save it as long as I can, but I was hoping it was actually going to stay on the screen. But obviously not. Right, are we at the boss battle already? Are we at the end? Normally when you get the brown food, the filler filling up the life food, normally means you're near the end of the level, but apparently not. Still a few more Seamuses knocking about. Right, trying to avoid picking that knife up if I can. Though, like I said, I don't mind the knives. The problem is when you stood over a weapon and you'd like pressing a combo. He then bends down and picks the weapon up mid-combo, or he can do anyway. And obviously that isn't useful. Which is why I'd just rather avoid weapons altogether if possible. Right. Let's get rid of this knife. I actually didn't mean to grab her then, but hey-ho. There we go. That's where knives can be useful. Yep, I knew he was going to hit me. I knew there was no way I wasn't going to get rid of him there without him hitting me. Oh, for Pete's sake, please go away. How are these two still alive? There we go, they're not now. Knock them out. And as the music changes, we get the boss battle. I think, is it the Ultimate Warrior, this one? Yes, it is. So we'll go for the special straight away. So I'm going to try and get through this with 5 lives if I can. Now, there's a tactic here for this one. For the Ultimate Warrior, which I'm going to try and do. Probably going to fail. Here we go. Right. So what you need to try and do here is, if you can, if you keep timing this jump kick off the screen like this. No, don't punch me. You suck. You suck. There we go. I thought it was going to cost me then. Yeah, if you can time the jump kick. Thanks, Seamus. Seamus and the Ultimate Warrior teaming up. That's a dream team. Anyway, yeah, if you can time your jump kick when he's about to run on and clothesline, you can actually get through that one quite easily. Just takes a little bit of timing and the little minion guy not attacking you. I thought it was going to cost me then, but thankfully it didn't. So we're now 6 lives. Going pretty well this actually so far. 6 lives on to round 4. Now, I don't mind the boss battle on round 3. Can't say the same for round 4, but we'll worry about that when we get there. For the minute, we need to destroy these 2. Or these 3, I should say. I think of all the enemies, the ones with the mohawk and the brightly coloured attire, they're the easiest one. They're the easiest enemy, I think. I don't mind those too much. Can't say the same for Penelope Whipstop here, though, and she's now wearing black, so she's going to be even going to take even longer to get rid of. I don't think jump kicks are that powerful, but I do quite like them. I think they can be quite useful. Unlike getting hiccups when you're mid-commentary, but anyway. Part of the course, unfortunately. Again, long-term viewers of the channel will know that, all 3 of you, so thank you. I keep tossing her about. There we go. No, Blue Seamus is still about. Now, remember the very first time I played on this game, I asked for a Megadrive or Genesis, again depending on where you're from in the world. I asked for one for Christmas, and it was I got it. Obviously, I got it. Well, I did get it for Christmas, so thanks, Mum. But I remember my mum said to me, it was the same year that the PlayStation 1 came out, the very first one, the big grey cuboid, and my mum said to me, "Well, why don't you get a PS1 instead?" But I was adamant I wanted a Mega Drive, and the reason was because my the guy that lived, or the boy I should say, that lived in the house opposite me on my street. I played at his house, and the game I played on was actually Golden Axe. I remember falling in love with Golden Axe. I thought it was great, and I thought it was like the greatest. You know, when I was a kid, when I was a wee boy, I thought it was the greatest game ever, and so I was so excited when I got a Megadrive for Christmas, because with the console it came with a 6-in-1 cartridge, so 6 games on the cartridge, and the games were they were World Cup Italia '90, Columns, Revenge of Shinobi, another game that I can't remember that I want to say was Super Hang-On, but I don't think it was. And then Golden Axe and Streets of Rage. Now, I played Golden Axe to death, as you'd imagine, because that was the game that I wanted. But then, when I started actually exploring other games... Oh, thanks for that, that was useful. That was also useful. When I started exploring other games, I found this gem. And then this became my first love. Because as much as I do like Golden Axe, it is a very good game. And it may end up being on the channel at some point. Spoilers, it may be. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. It depends if I can bother to deal with that stupid purple dragon at the end. If I can't, then it won't be. It won't appear on the channel. But anyone that's played that game will know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So this kind of became my first love. I thought this was a great game, and the sequels are even better. But again, again, more spoilers. We'll not worry too much about those until we maybe start to play them. Anyway, we're nearly at the end of level 4, I believe, from memory. Who carries a knife like that? And who can keep it in their hand after being knocked over? I don't know. And who can land on their feet, though, and that's me. So we'll break out the old Suplex City. Do, and dump you on your head. Now, this knife may actually come in handy here. I know I said I don't like weapons, but the boss battle at the end of this sucks. So... if I can get a few weapons to face him with, I think it will actually help. Right, that dealt with you. I believe that underneath that is a full life thing, so we'll keep it covered up for now. Can I grab you? Please grab him. Please grab him. Okay, don't then. Thank you. That's what I wanted to do. There goes his knife. Right. Still got the knife. Don't think we're going to... didn't want to uncover that, actually. There we are. I knew I was going to get hit eventually. And I'm stood over the food, which I don't want to pick up. I didn't want to pick that up either. This is going well. No! No, don't throw me off the screen. I need that, thank you. Okay. Is this the boss battle now? Nope, the music hasn't changed, and we've got this annoying dude. More Seamuses. I'm trying to keep this knife if I can, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Don't know what hit me there, something did. Again, how did that hit me when he'd already walked past me? I don't quite know. Right, you go over there. You go over there. Got a couple of knives though, so they could be handy. Still no sign of the boss. Ah, another different coloured guy. This time green and red. Okay, we'll dump him on his head. And here we go. The music changes. So we've had the Ultimate Warrior. We've now got fire-breathing King Kong Bundy to deal with. And I have to say, I'm not a fan of this boss battle, so... this is the sound of the police. Let's get a bit of help. Because we're going to need it. The quicker we can knock this guy out, the better. And that's why I don't like him, because he walks on the screen breathing fire. And it's very difficult to avoid it. I think if we can get through this still with 7 lives, it'd be a miracle. Not quite. Okay, so one more special and that should take him out. So we'll just wait till he comes back on. And we'll call the cops again. To send over their bazooka. Yeah, we've had the Ultimate Warrior. We've now got King Kong Bundy. One thing as well with that enemy, you can't, because of his size, you can't throw him. If you grab him and try and either German suplex him or throw him over your head, then he lands on you and takes life off you. So that's something to be aware of as well. Yeah, difficult one, that one. It's when he's walking on the screen, already breathing fire. That's it can be a tough one, that one. So we managed, unfortunately lost a life, but hey ho, we're still in a bad position. And we're now on a nice, expensive looking boat. Oh dear me, how many of these are there? Quite a few. Is there one for each life that we've got? He's a tough cookie, isn't he? Keeps coming back for more. The old Seamuses. Was it Canelo? No, I would say, is it Canelo Alvarez? I don't think it is. If you're watching... Okay. Not quite sure that worked. If you're watching Canelo, hi. He's a big fan of the channel. I'm not sure if he likes Megadrive games, though, but he is a fan of the channel. This is not going so well at the minute. This is really not going well. Right. Let's deal with you three. It's cost me half my life to do it, but hey ho. Ooh. Lots of goodies under here. Let's see what we've got. Ooh. The money. We'll pick that up. And then we'll have that little apple. It looks like a big apple, doesn't it? Looks like a New York. And he's having a seizure. So, we'll grab you and dump you on your head and say seizure later. Yep, he's gone now. Ooh, that was a stiff kick. So even the karate people, dudes, martial arts guys, even they change colour. We've now got an amber, kind of amber coloured, or brown. I don't know what colour it is really. Not that it really matters. Oh dear. This should be fun. Oh, and somebody else has come to play. Oh my god, how many is there? How many is there? Do we go for the police? Because even on a boat, we get the police car, which is fun. Deal with you. Well, that could have gone worse, I have to say. Didn't hover near the bat either, so it forced me to pick that up. Oh dear. Well, being on an expensive boat with some women in black with whips, maybe some men's fantasy, some men's idea of a good time, but it ain't mine. I forgot they do that crouching thing, which makes them even harder to hit. No, not another one. Has that taken all three of those out? 'Cause if it has, that's actually quite useful. How did that hit me when she wasn't in line with me? I don't know. That's just a feature of the game. They can hit you at an angle. Possibly could be. I thought when we got to this point of the level, that people jumped up onto the boat out of the water, but not at this stage. Right, lady in black. Oh, is this food? Because if it is, I need it. There we go. Needed that. More Penelope whip stops. Ooh, that was fortunate. That wasn't fortunate. Why did he grab him? Mid-punch. Okay, stop doing that. For Pete's sake. Don't quite know how that hit her then. She didn't look like she was in line, but hey-ho. I will take it. A few mild irritations. And when he grabs the mid-punch combination, that's annoying. Especially when there's quite a few enemies there. I will try not to get too annoyed. Although I think this game from this point forward, up to this point it hasn't been too bad, but once you get to the fourth boss, from this point on it is a little bit... It does get tougher, as you would expect. As I said earlier, the levels get longer and more difficult, so... You would expect that, of course. There we go. Ooh, that was not very nice, was it? That's quite a clever trick, though, being able to throw a knife and being able to actually throw the knife that's in your hand and still have it in your hand. Quite impressive. Right, we'll grab that before we grab it without meaning to. And it screws us over. Right, you go away. There's more food. What we got under here? More goodies. It is more food. I don't want to pick it up just yet, just in case I take a few hits. And that pipe needs to go. Come on. Come on, Bruce Lee, where are you? I don't know anyone who's good at... I don't know any karate people. Although I actually went to school with a girl who was in Great Britain's Karate Juniors team. So if she's watching, which she won't be, hi. I'll not say her name. Say her name, say her name. Oh, dearie me. Oh, oh, that's annoying. That's absolute nonsense. I forgot the Ultimate Warrior came back here. And I don't know what the hell happened there. How did he just seemed to squeeze the life out of me. Yeah, he just robbed my 6th life then. I don't quite know what happened there. But again, we use the same tactic. Okay, we got the 6th life back, which is nice. Although that, yeah, I'm a bit annoyed about that actually because, well, to be honest, I forgot that happened, the Return of the Ultimate Warrior. But I also forgot that I don't know what happened there because he didn't like pick me up and throw me, and he didn't clothesline me. So how he actually got rid of all my life that I had there when there was a food there, right, that I could have just picked up. I don't quite know how that worked. Anyway, it's gone now. We just need to keep dealing with these guys. Oh, an extra special. Oh, dear. Speaking of people we need to deal with. I used to think these were floating above the ground. But they're not. They're just doing some kind of Ministry of Silly Walks type thing. Don't like. I know I said earlier about the Penelope Whipstops being my least favourite. I think it may be these actually. They seem to take 8. They seem to be quite tough as well. Right, one of these is doing my proverbial boxing. Where is it? Right, you go over there. Dump you on your head. Right, there should just be one left now, hopefully. Well, hopefully none left, ideally. But I think there is still one yet. There we are. Stiff knee to the face takes you out. Do a Kamigoye on you. Kamigoye on your ass. Yep, so as I said earlier, the level's getting longer. As you can see, we're still exploring this fine vessel. We're still getting encountered by Seamuses. And getting surrounded as well, which isn't helpful. One of them was always going to throw me there. They both had a go. Right, I want to get rid of the Seamuses here. Especially the one with the knife in his hand. There we go. Ooh, more food. Useful. Right, I think this is finally the end of the level. The full life things tend to indicate that. Oh, for Pete's sake, I thought all these had gone, these circus act people. And that's got rid of him. So we've got 2 specials against the boss here, and I can't remember what this boss battle is. But we're going to find out. Oh, God. It's these 2. The 2 Blaze lookalikes. Okay, straight for the straight for the police car then. Now I said earlier, I think I said this earlier. If I didn't, I meant to. If you do this on 2-player mode, you get 2 enemies at the end of each level. I think if you're doing 2-player mode and you get to this point, you still get 2 of these. You don't get 4. So I think that's the same, but I may be wrong. I'll grab that. Can we get through this? We're still with 6 lives. If we can, I say this was going pretty well. Right, she's obviously the weaker one. The only problem here is, well, there's 2 problems. One, their kicks do far too much damage. The other problem is they can hit you from an angle. So they can kind of jump at an angle and hit you, rather than being straight in front like we have to be. Like that, for example. If I can take one out here. There we go. Oh, and you can still land on your feet even against these. I thought it was just the coloured Mohican guys that you could land on your feet against, but obviously not. Come on, come on, one more shot. One more shot, I think, and it should hopefully be enough. Yes, there we are. Let's just save the six lives that we had. So, 6 lives going into round 6, because that's round 5 out the way. Building up a nice, decent score. Now, I have to say, this is my least favourite of the stages. Although round 7 is my favourite, so nice juxtaposed levels there. Yeah, this is one that I just want to get through. Ooh, that's a nice bit of gold. bit more, give us a few more points than the money. And money anyway, so that's nice. Now, I don't know if anyone watched, back in the 90s, for some reason, we used to have British gladiators on TV, but for some reason they used to show American gladiators as well. And there was a gladiator on there, I don't know if anyone remembers this, called Dynamite. And I used to think, when I was a kid, and I didn't know any better, I used to think that these enemies, the ones with the grey crew coat, I used to think they were Dynamite of gladiators. And if anyone's seen that programme, they may know what I'm talking about, but... which will be a first for this channel, so we'll actually know what the hell I'm going on about. But, yeah, I used to think they were... I used to think they were Dynamite of gladiators. For what it's worth. I'll pick the knife up. We can chuck it at people. I'm going to chuck it at the lady in black. Or is she... we dealt with her already. The other thing I've noticed as well is with weapons. I said I don't like the weapons. They don't seem to do more damage than the... than just punching people. That's another reason why I don't like them. Because you would imagine that getting stabbed is... I mean, I've never been stabbed, I've never been punched. Actually, I don't think I've been punched. I've never been stabbed, though, I know that. And, but I would imagine that getting stabbed is worse than getting punched. Also, as well, if these big metal blocks drop on you, or certainly if they drop on the enemy, again, they don't do that much damage, which you would imagine. You would imagine that a big giant iron slab dropping on your head would do quite a lot of damage, but doesn't seem to. Oh, I love that land on your feet trick. That can save you a lot of health. Right, need to get rid of dynamite. He's the threat here. Because I can get thrown about all day. And counter it, so... as long as your timing's right, which so far it has been. You just keep chucking me. One of them gone. I said it's happening more than often than it normally does. There we are. There, I got rid of both of them. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 I don't think so. I don't think so, man. King Kong Bundy's come back to play, has he? Well, I forgot about this, I have to say. I knew I knew some of the bosses came back at later stages, but I didn't think it was at this stage. Right, again, we can't throw him, so we just need to... a few stiff knees and elbows. Yeah, the worst thing, and this is where the lack of speed can actually cost you, the worst thing is when when that happens, when he comes onto the screen but already breathing fire. I'm not actually sure how you're supposed to counter that. Right, we've got a special back. I don't want to use it though if I can avoid it. There we go. Bit of good timing. There we are. And one last stiff flying kick. So we lost a life there, unfortunately, to deal with him. I didn't, and then of course we get full life. I didn't want to use the special again because I want to try and save it for the end because I think I know what the boss battle is here and it's not a fun one. Now I'm just trying to avoid going under the plunger, of course. The plunger only goes down when the human player's there. When it's in the vicinity. Although for some reason it's not coming down at the minute. There we go. Actually took out the enemy there. I mean, it does do more damage than I think. I need to not pick that bat up. The bats and the pipes are pretty useless. Oh, but there you go. The moving floor doesn't help with this one. I'm just not a fan of this level, basically. I think it's safe to say. Oh, it did help me there. Trying to keep as many... I mean, stating the obvious here, I'm trying to keep as many lives as I can. If when I get to the end, because the last level's a tough one. So I want as many lives in the bank as I can get. I mean, you do get continues on this game. I'm trying to get through it without using a continue. And so far, that objective has been achieved. And we're not doing too bad here. Even in this Even this like dingy warehouse-looking thing, we still got the Penelope whip stops. And they're interesting outfits. And they're interesting tactics. Ooh, pepper spray. Could be useful. There we go. Managed to catch a mid-whip. If you punch slowly, you can get more shots in on people. You kind of just do slow jabs. Slow jabs, like... Anyway, yeah, if you just do slow jabs, you can get more shots in on people. That's the best way. It's difficult to get him into that position, but that's the best way of taking out King Kong Bundy. Just continuous slow jabs to stop him actually starting to breathe fire. Right. Let that drop again. And then go. Or not go. Okay, so we've got a guy with a bat. Again, the slow jab. Oh, hello. That was a quick jab. Ooh, you need... Oh, there we go. Pick the bat up. Didn't want to. Again, that's why I don't like weapons. So we'll see how much damage we can do with it. Whack Penelope Whipstop into next week anyway. Please can we move on? Because I don't really want to be stood on the floor. Then I can't... No. Maybe these bats are stronger than I remember. Another extra life, always useful, and extra special as well. Now you can keep swapping items like this, I think. That gets rid of the pipe anyway, or the bat I should say. So now I'm going to try and get rid of this pipe. Maybe I was wrong about weapons. Maybe they are more useful than I remember them being. So what? You can get people from a distance. Okay, I'll stand behind the wall to avoid that. How did that hit me when I was stood behind the wall? And now the pipe's now stuck in the window. Right, yeah, I'm going to say the dagger guy needs to go because I can't. Right, the dagger guy, yeah, the dagger guy needed to go there. This is quite tough actually. Don't pick the knife up mid. Pete's sake. Right, there we go. So there's just Ministry of Silly Walks dude left. How's that pipe stuck up there? I've never seen that before. Yeah, the moving floor's not helping me here. I have to go across and grab this dude. There we go. That took out more health than I wanted it to. It doesn't matter. Because we should be near the end of the level now. So with any luck, we'll be able to get a nice health boost. There we go. Let the plunger do the work. Although again, a big metal slab dropping on you, and you just get back up for more. Got to be at the end of the level now, surely. There we go. Right, we need a box. I need a box quickly. There we are. Right, back to full health. 6 lives, full health. Let's go. I think we're near the end of the level here. I think this is the last part. So we'll go back to Suplex City. Oh, kind of want to take the karate guy out. There we go. Oh, dearie me. Nearly there. Dynamite's back. I'm going to light it up like it's dynamite. We've got Seamus again. Dump him on his head. Ooh, haven't done one of these for a while, have we? At least not with the yellow jacket on. So the music changes. And if you didn't like Wolverine before, you're going to love him now. Because there's 2 of them. Now, once again, I think if you're doing this on 2-player mode, there aren't 4 of these. So there's still 2. So it's the same amount of enemies irrespective. Might as well use our specials. Well, we've got them. This is going to be a bit tough, this one, actually. Let's see how we get on. Because again, we can't do jump kicks to these, so we're going to have to be a little bit... This is going to be a bit tricky, but we'll see how we get on. We've got full health. Can we get through this and still have 6 lives left? I suspect not. Although maybe if we can take one of them out. Yeah, see, they've got quite a long reach as well. How did he get me there? I'm not quite sure. Got me on the way up. Come on. Come on. No! Damn it. Damn it. I thought we were going to do that then. See, that's what happens when you jump. They do that. So, yeah. I could just use a special. I'm going to try. I'll see if I can knock them out myself. That's one of them gone. There we go. Grabbed him. So, dump him on his head. Ugh. Bit annoying that. I was hoping I'd get through that with the... Still with the full lives intact, but alas not. Round 6 out the way. Yeah, as I said, I think if you're doing that on 2-player, you don't get 4 of those. You still only get 2, which is encouraging. So the worst level, and now on to the best level. The only problem with this level is there's no food power-ups. If you get hit, then you can't replenish your health. But we're in a lift. You can go over the side of it. You can jump onto the green wall thing. The green side. I think you can only do it. I think you can only do it at the back though. That was a good start. As I said, there's no food, so that was a really bad start. Okay, why is this happening all of a sudden? Bit annoyed about that actually. I was quite looking forward to this level, and I'm already a little bit annoyed about that because how has that happened? How did you get behind me? I know, but you need to go. Yep, pick the knife up, didn't mean to. Right, go over there. I'm getting a bit annoyed, actually. I don't know how... I was quite looking forward to this level. I don't know I've been beaten up so much already. Right, over you go. Yeah, this green bit of the lift that I've just thrown them over, you can jump onto that, but it's obviously a risky thing to do, so I wouldn't advise it. I don't quite know how I've taken so much damage already. I don't know what happened there. So clearly all these lives I've tried to preserve, they're going to... already going to disappear, unfortunately, by the looks of things. One thing I would say about this level, it's obviously quicker to throw people off the side, but don't become too obsessed with doing that, because it can cost you. But it is a quicker way of getting rid of people. Right, you need to go. How is he still alive? He isn't now. Okay, fair enough. Just backflip off it, I would. You can actually, if you do that flip over thing that I just did there to go into the German suplex, if you do it to, let's start this sentence again. If you do that flip over thing to go into the German suplex that I like to do, if you do it too close to the right edge, you also go off the side there as well. That's something to be aware of. If I get through this still with 6 lives, it'll be a miracle. So we're going to try. Obviously these can throw you off the side as well. I feel like I want to pick that knife up just in case. I may pick it up. Next time we go up a level. As we're moving up, I may... Oh, there we go. I knew I was going to die. I didn't think it'd be because of that bat. How has he dropped it? Oh yeah, because I came out of the sky. Right. Over you go. Right, that's going to have to go. Before I end up inadvertently picking it up. And there's 2 more levels to go. I really need to get through this. I can't lose another life. Even on this level though, with the lift, you can still get the the cops to help. So I think we may do that eventually. I think we're going to lose another life here. I'm trying to avoid picking that bat up if I can. But given how close I am to it, there's never built. Oh, there we go. Hey, there we are. Thrown off the side. So that's 2 lives gone on this level. So I'm actually a little bit annoyed about that. So, like I said, I was quite looking forward to this level, and I wasn't expecting it to be this difficult. Oh, that was fortunate. Also nonsense at the same time. Nonsense in more than one sense. How are you still alive, Mr. Purple Dude? Oh, hello, Seamus. Back for more. Right. You need to go. How is he still alive? I feel like I'm punched about it how many times. Finally, there we go. I did like that. I did like that German suplex that dumped them through the floor, though. That was quite a fun one. Okay, the final level. I was really looking forward to this level. The final, when I say level, I mean the final height. I was really looking forward to this stage. Safe to say it's not going as well as I'd envisaged. I might get my words out eventually. A lot of dudes here that need taking care of. There you go. Dump them through the floor again. Right, you're starting to bug me, Mr. Yellow Dude, because you're just waiting to throw me. Yep, that's why I wanted to get rid of you. There we go. Right, one last collection of cretins, I think. So, let's get some help. Even down there, their bazooka shots are so accurate and so scientifically so science-defying that they can actually go up and land on this lift. I thought that was it then. I thought that was the last. I thought they were the last kind of trio of people that needed dealing with. But obviously not. Just got these two now. And there we go. So we lost a couple of lives there, which I didn't really want to. Obviously, you never want to lose lives. Then we got through the level. No boss battle on level 7, which is another reason why I like it. But I think that's also another reason why there's no food power-ups. So, round 8. The final frontier. Sort of. Here we go. We're in a giant posh hotel. With a serving trolley just coming at us. And how was I supposed to avoid that? I'm not quite sure. Again, the lack of speed coming into play there. Now, on this level, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I'm going to. So, on this level, this is like a callback to all the other levels, basically. So, all the... you're going to see all the bosses again at some point, which I can't wait for. One of them in particular. Right, that's you dealt with. Yeah, so we're going to have to do all the boss battles again, basically. Which is going to be exciting. I knew we had... that's what caught me out with the King Kong Bundy on round 6. I knew he comes back here, but I forgot about the round 6 comeback. And as you can see, because we're inside a hotel, we don't have the police. Because we're just like on a giant posh corridor. So we don't have a special for this one. So we are literally relying on our bare knuckles. Come on. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so no police special. Unfortunately. More serving trolleys. This time they're not flying at us, which is nice. There we are, that's how you avoid them. First guy with a knife. There we are, dealt with him. There's a bottle there, which I don't want to pick up. And another bottle, which I suppose makes sense coming from a serving tray. Pick the food up. I hope I don't pick it up, because I don't want to have to pick it up, if that makes any sense, but... Given we've already taken a hit, we will get it. Is that a giant apple? Is that what it is? Never known what it is. Is that the brown thing? What's the brown thing that fills you up? Is it a giant ham? No, it really matters what it is, because all that matters is what it does. Come on. Come on. Come on. Anybody? You gonna attack me? No? Okay. There we go. Still no returning bosses yet. Is it now? The time is now. No, it isn't, because we've got some more of these dudes. The coloured-haired creatures. I've not seen a baseball slide yet out of them, but I can assure you that they do that. They've only tried to throw me so far. Like that. Like I do to them. Okay. I think this level's probably longer than the first 3 put together. Here we go. Where's Wally's back with his giant sword? Unfortunately, unlike there is on the other, when you face them in the normal levels, there's no life bars. You don't know how much. You don't know how close you are to knocking them out. You're just gonna keep going, really. There we go. But you can tell by the kind of the scream if you've knocked them out. So we took him out without taking damage, so that's encouraging. Hopefully that'll be a sign of things to come. Didn't really want these to come back. The silly walkers. The silly walking circus act. Okay. Please stop doing that. I mean, to be fair, it's my fault. When I say stop doing that, I mean me, not the game. There's the giant ham again. Okay, not quite sure what happened there. I'm going to hover over the ham now, am I? I'm a bit ham-fisted, I know that. Ooh, okay, I need the ham now. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. Don't you even think about it. I thought I wasn't going to get that. I knew I'd pick the pipe up without meaning to, though. Oh, for Pete's sake. Sorry for getting annoyed there, but that was... I nearly said something a lot worse. That's the closest I've ever come to swearing on this channel. Okay. Don't know what's more annoying, that or those stupid trolleys. Good job I picked that food up, wasn't it, really? Kind of clinging on to this 5th life. But we are clinging on. Cling on we are. Fortunately, it's going to be Wolverine soon. Which I don't really want to have to face. Is he here now? Yes, he is. Looking a bit older, isn't he, with his grey hair? Nice colour scheme, though. Black and gold. I can appreciate somebody who wears those colours. Keep dumping him on his head as long as we can. No, don't stab me, you. I suppose that's your gimmick, but... Come on. There we go. Right. I need a ham. I very quickly need a ham. Not pepper spray. Come on, be food. Yes, thank you. That was good timing. That wasn't good timing, though. Throwing that pepper spray, it doesn't matter. At least I got the food. More of these dudes now. Yeah, this is quite a long level, as you can tell. I'm also, you can also probably tell I'm running out of things to say, really. Just got to get through this. That's all we have to. That's the only objective here. Still have 5 lives though, which is, I think at this stage is quite good. I am playing this game on medium mode. I think there's 3 difficulties. There's easy, medium, hard. There may even be super hard or, you know, but very difficult or whatever it is. I don't think there is though. I think it's just 3. I think if you play this game, I could be wrong though, but I think if you play this game on easy mode, I think it stops after level 6 or 5. I think, unless I'm thinking of a later version of the game, where you don't actually get to the end. I think you get a different end. You get a different end screen, and then you get like a message that kind of intimates that there's more things that need to be done. I think that's this version. Unless I'm thinking of a different game altogether. But yeah, so... Oh, hello, Ultimate Warrior. Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So we'll go back to the tactic. Yeah, so to get all the way to the end, or to get to this level, you need to... You've got to play it on at least medium mode, which is what I'm on at the minute. There we go. I do find that's the safest way of getting rid of him. And defeat him without taking damage, which is nice. 480,000 points. If we get to 500,000, do we get an extra level? I don't know. More food that we don't actually need this time. Try and keep it on the screen, though, if we can. Just in case we take a few hits. That we don't want to take. As we karate guys to deal with. Now, normally black belt is good in karate, but I think a black outfit probably is as well. Ooh, hello. And again, he's hovering near the food because he knows. I'll pick it up now because it's going to disappear. Right, I fear we've just dealt with the Ultimate Warrior. I'm fearing it's going to be King Kong Bundy next. Grab the pepper spray. Ooh, that was a stiff shot. Right, he needs to go, doesn't he? Jumping guy here, there we are. He was mildly irritating, wasn't he? I think we dealt with him though. Looks like he's gone. Looks like Penelope Whipstop's gone as well. So just these two to get rid of. I'm hoping if it's King Kong Bundy next, I want to be at full health when he comes on. Yep, there we go. Now I think... Oh, for Pete's sake. I need that knife. I don't want him breathing fire as he walks on. I want him to actually start breathing it when he's on the screen. I can try and avoid him like that. Adam is slow, isn't he? Okay, so the fire just consumed the knife there. Oh, come on. How slow? I mean, I know he's slow, but that was ridiculous. Well, it does seem if you're... Just seem if you're at the top of your jump and mid-kick when the fire comes on, you actually... the fire doesn't actually hit you, which is nice. There we go. Make sure we don't go for the German suplex. Oh, I hate this guy. I really hate this guy. Okay, how are we gonna grab him here? How are we gonna get this done? Oh, like that. There we go. Don't quite know how that worked when he was breathing fire, but we'll take it. Now, after the last three baddies, we've had food. Have we got it again? No, we've got this. We've got this siren, have we? Oh, there we go. Grab it now. Might as well. I bet she's used to being in posh hotels dressed like that with whips. I may be wrong though. I don't want to speculate. What I want to do is throw her about, and not in that way. No, not the... that was nonsense, by the way, with the trolley, but I was saying no at this... the circus act dude out in the corridor. Fabulous. Right, just need to get rid of these as quick as we can. Just need to get somebody... Just need to take somebody out here to make this a bit easier. Right, you're getting on my nerves. Got to be somebody here to... Yeah, black outfits are like black belts. They're a bit tougher and a bit better. Not seen a green circus guy either, though. He's a new one. Right. The problem with this one is just getting... It's when you get surrounded, that's the issue. No, Dynamite's back, is he? Beat me to the punch as usual. Is that him gone? I hope it is. Please throw people when I tell you to. Thank you, Adam. That'd be fantastic if you could do that. You're not going to lose lives without with any rhyme or reason. So by process of elimination, it should just be the Blazers left. The fake Blazers. Oh, this time they're dressed in black. Is it more a dark? Is it more a deep purple? I don't know. So just random jump kicks. I'm not quite sure you beat these two up. So other than doing what I've just said. That's what we're going to keep doing. Trying to avoid their jump kicks if we can. Their angled kicks. No bad work. I know a bad workman blames his tools, but I have to say this pad. I'm just 20 odd years old. It's not going to be. It's not going to be the greatest. Yep, I was never going to survive that. I said speed wasn't. I know I said this earlier, but I said speed wasn't important, but I'm starting to think it actually is. Hey, there we go. You can even land on your feet with these two. Yeah, like I said, the problem with these two is they can hit you from an angle, whereas I can't do that, which is why I'm missing constantly, and which is why that's happening. Come on. Come on, Adam. You've come this far now. Don't mess it up now. Need to be a little bit more defensive here. I'm just going gung-ho. Although it'd be nice if I actually hit them. So at the minute I'm just jumping. At the minute I'm just... There we go. A few stiff shots to the face. In a minute, I'm just jumping kind of at the same time as they are, and it's not really well timed. I'm starting to get a few shots in. No, don't German suplex me as well. How can you do that? That's my gimmick. She should knock one of them out. At least then I can focus on the other one. Oh, I thought she was going to grab me then. Ooh, she did. Well, she grabbed thin air. There we are. German suplexing little Jimmy for a second. Right, one left. Come on. Because I think there's food at the other side of the door. I think. So we can get to it. There we are. Is that it? Is that her gone? Nope, she's floating in midair. Oh, for Pete's sake. How many more shots? There we are. Finally. So, on to the boss battle. Please be food in here. No, there isn't. There's just a pipe that I don't want. So, the lead of the criminal gang that they mentioned in the epilogue. Well, you found your way here. Would you consider becoming my right-hand man? Now, most of you probably already know this, but if you say yes to this guy, when he asks you this question, he doesn't actually trust you. And he sends you back to level 6. The floor opens up. The floor opens up and you drop back to level 6. And I could be wrong here, but I think if you keep going through the levels, drop back to level 6, get back to him again, and he asks you again. If you say yes, I think you drop back to level 6. I think it's just a continuous loop. So, much like to drugs, just say no. You really want to die, don't you? Not particularly. I'll be happy to oblige. That's not very nice. Okay. I don't want that pipe. I want it gone, but I'm not going to pick it up. Okay, that was annoying. Annoying but inevitable. Okay. Here we go. Let's try and deal with these two the best we can. There we are. As he snaps his fingers and calls a couple more. Taking shots here that I don't need to be taking. It's hard when you get surrounded, that's the problem. Right, now he should get up here. So again, it's just jump kicks and trying our best to stay alive. No, don't whack with the gun, you fool. Didn't want to pick that up, but we have done. I knew I would. I knew I'd end up picking it up, so... Please sneak back on. So we can knock this pipe out of my hand, that'd be great. Preferably without taking too much damage off me. Oh, for Pete's sake. Right, that pipe needs to go. Because if I go near it, I'm going to end up picking it up, and I don't want to pick it up. Get rid of the 2 dynamites. See? I'm jumping near the pipe, and I don't want to. Come on. We're nearly there. Come on, we can do this. Stop getting annoyed. Take Taylor Swift's advice. There we go. Couple more shots, and finally, just stiff kick to the stomach. You need to calm down if anyone didn't get that one. But we have. We're going to calm down now because we've done the game finally. Without the need to use a continue as well. Round 8 clear. I thought I was going to get all that way and then end up getting taken out because I ended up picking the pipe up without meaning to. But thankfully we didn't. So that's the end of round 8. I will stick our name in. Why not? Let's go for T. U. C. There we go. The Uncommentator. Why not? As we watch this closing screen. Yeah, so that is Streets of Rage 1. All 8 stages done. Got there in the end. Got a little bit hairy at times, but yeah, that's one way of getting through this game. As we get this nice closing menu now, a few shots. So Blaze and Axel come to join us in the criminal mastermind, the Don, or whatever you want to call him, his hideout that we took him out of. Game design by There Is No Accounting for Taste. Tynan? No idea what that is. It's a great game, this, what they're talking about. They are the three heroes. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but on the... if you watch the epilogue at the beginning, the scrolling text, when it gets past it, then you get three little bios about each of the... you get a little bio for each of the characters that you can choose from. And it says they are all ex-coppers, so that's kind of why the police come when you press A. There's Axel. I think he needs to start his nutrition routine up again, doesn't he? And go back to the gym, I think, looking at that. I think Axel's... Yeah, thanks, Thunder. I think Axel's... I think it says in his bio he's interested in video games, so... so he's big, ripped and muscular, and he likes video games. It could be me. No, it couldn't really. Yep. So that was anyway. Enough of that rubbish. I think it's about time we close the show, so to speak. So that was Streets of Rage 1, live and in living colour, completed. If you enjoyed this video, then thanks very much. So to show your appreciation of the video, then feel free to like and share the video. You can also leave a comment in the video if you choose to do that, to fully tell me how much you enjoyed this video. I said video quite a lot then, didn't I? But while you're here on YouTube, you might as well head on over to the channel, The Uncommentator, so The with a space and then Uncommentator, and you'll find plenty of other videos, even more videos that I've made, plenty of other games, something for everybody on the channel, I think. You'll also find the rest of this playlist when I eventually get the... if you're watching this after I've managed to get through Streets of Rage 2 and 3, I'll turn it into a little playlist, so you'll be able to watch that as well. Plenty of choices for you to do. But join me next time when we're going to be moving on to a different game. I don't know what it's going to be, but there's only one way to find out, and that is to tune in. As you can see there, the high score for the Uncommentator. Absolutely fantastic. We managed to get through the game, which is brilliant. But yeah, like I said, join me next time. I don't know what game we're going to be moving on to, but there's only one way to find out. But until we get to that point, for now from me, it is sayonara.